Welcome back to Shipping Paathshaala. I am Professor DN Maurya. In today's video, I shall talk on shipping services and ship chartering. Coming first to the shipping services, we can classify the shipping services in two broad categories. That is, worldwide shipping services can be divided into two broad categories. First one we call it liner services, and second one we call it tramp services. Liner services are those who have a fixed route and fixed schedule to follow. This also has a pre-declared tariff. For example, let us say there is a liner service operating from port of Karachi and going to port of Shanghai. So this will have a declaration of, let us say, starting every Monday and Thursday from Karachi, and this will follow the route, that is from Karachi to Kandla to port of Colombo to Singapore and then to port of Shanghai. So these are the specific thing about the liner services, having a fixed schedule of sailing and fixed route to follow. In addition, this will also have a pre-declared tariff. So let us say the line says, I will charge you $150 per box from Karachi to Singapore. That is the fixed, or you can say pre-declared tariff. So feature of liner services: fixed route, fixed schedule and pre-declared tariff. Coming to tramp services, these are those which have no fixed schedule and no fixed route, and tariff is decided on the basis of negotiation depending upon the type of voyage from load port to discharge port, type of cargo, quantity of cargo, distance between load port, discharge port and so on. So tramp services feature no fixed schedule, no fixed route, and tariff will be negotiated on voyage to voyage basis. Now, ship chartering, meaning of chartering is hiring. So ship chartering means ship is hired by a person who will hire, who needs the vessel? Cargo owner. So ship is hired by the cargo owner from the ship owner for a particular period to carry the cargo from load port to discharge port. That is the meaning of ship chartering. Process of chartering. In the process of chartering, we say that process is collecting and disseminating the information on the cargo available in the market and finding a suitable vessel to connect to it. What is market available in the cargo? It means shipper will be giving indication that I have got so much of cargo to be loaded from so and so port and to be discharged to this particular port. Similarly, the ship owner will declare that I have got this and this ship presently available at so and so place, or will be available at so and so port by this particular date for loading of the cargo for the shipper. So these two information, that is availability of the cargo and availability of the ships, are passed to the ship broker. Ship broker is a middleman, similar like estate broker. Real estate broker has got two parties. On one hand, it has got the inventory of the houses available from the owners. Second hand, it has got the people, that is the inventory of the buyer, who are looking for the houses of different categories, different sizes and different places. So what the real estate broker does, he will try to match it, connect the buyer with the seller, and if they agree, negotiate the price, then it is sold out, registered, property is registered, and broker gets the commission. Similarly, in case of ship chartering, we have a broker, we call it ship broker. So ship broker will have information on one side, that is the cargo available in the market, and second side the ships available in the market. So how much cargo is available, how many ships are available, these will be matched together by the shipbroker. So he will try to negotiate, get the contract signed, and he will get it commission. Remember, ship chartering is applicable only to the tram vessel, not applicable to the liner. Because liner will have the fixed schedule. They will say starting from so and so place, so and so port, going to so and so port on so and so day reaching, and so and so. So containers owner or the shipper have to get their cargo, get the container ready so as to connect to the vessel. So tram chartering is not applicable to the liner shipping, applicable only to the tram shipping. So how the shipping works, how the tram shipping, how the cargo is arranged. When ship is available at one place, it is, let us say, available or about to be available in 3-4 days time, owner will tell the shipbroker that look for the cargo. So he will try to find out the cargo of a suitable quantity which can be loaded on the ship, and then ship can go to that port of loading, take the cargo, load and take it to the port of discharge. So this is the process. Large number of cargo, large number of ships in the EXIM market, they try to connect to each other and finally they do the shipment. Now coming to the types of chartering. There are 6 types of chartering. First one is voyage chartering. Under voyage chartering, ship is hired by the cargo owner from the ship owner for a single voyage. Single voyage means from one load port to the second port, that is the discharge port. From load port, particular load port to particular discharge port, that is one voyage we say. So this is the ship chartering, that is the voyage chartering. So in the voyage chartering, there are different costs which to be borne by the ship owner or by the cargo owner. In this case, the cost pertaining to operating cost or running cost, that is the crew wages, provision, store, certification, survey, dry docking, these are the things which are coming under the running cost. Running cost means cost incurred continuously whether ship is in operation or not in operation. So running cost will be borne by the ship owner in the voyage chartering. Voyage cost, that is the cost of fuel, cost of diesel when ship is sailing from load port discharge port, load port cost, that is loading at the port, then commission charges for the shipping agent who is doing the coordination work on behalf of ship owner. Similarly, on the discharge port, cost of handling of the cargo and commission to the shipping agents are also to be borne by the ship owner. If the ship is passing through Suez Canal, Panama Canal, etc., the canal dues also to be borne by the ship owner. That means under the voyage chartering, all the costs pertaining to the voyage have to be borne by the ship owner. And what ship owner will get? Ship owner will get the freight from the cargo owner. Cargo owner will pay depending upon the contract they have signed on the basis of dollar per ton. Let us say cargo quantity is 10,000 or let us say 50,000 ton. So 50,000 tons agreed at the rate of $10 per ton. So 50,000 into 10 becomes $5 lakh. It means the cargo owner will pay $5 lakh to the ship owner after or depending upon the contract, either after completion of the voyage or before starting of the voyage or sometime in parts. So much before starting, so much after completing the voyage. So this is the voyage chartering. So voyage chartering, 3-4 things you can remember. First, it is from fixed load port to the fixed discharge port. All the costs to be borne by the ship owner. The freight payable by the cargo owner to the ship owner is known as freight, and this is charged generally in dollar per metric ton. In case vessel is delayed because of loading or discharging on account of cargo owner, then the ship owner will have a penal charges, will levy a penal charges to the cargo owner, which we call it demurrage. Okay, because when the vessel has been taken on the basis of certain rate of loading and discharging, let us say ship owner calculated ship will take 20 days, but ship has taken 25 days. So 5 days extra, now ship owner has to incur the cost for additional 5 days from his own pocket. So he will recover this money from the cargo owner by levying a penal charges, we call it demurrage. So demurrage is the penal charges on the ship levied by the ship owner to the cargo owner. What is demurrage payable? This will mention in the charter party agreement. The charter party agreement is basically agreement between the charterer, that is the cargo owner, and the ship owner, which will specify the complete details of the shipment. That is, what is the port of loading, what is discharge of loading, what is the cargo, what is the type of cargo. Remember, cargo is not enough, you have to specify the type of cargo. Let us say you say wheat. Now wheat can be dry bulk or wheat can be in bags, that is the break bulk. Loading, unloading facilities for handling of wheat in dry form or in loose form, as well as handling in bag form, will be different. So ship owner has to know what is the type of cargo. So what is the cargo? Form of the cargo, quantity of the cargo. So cargo owner has to mention 50,000 tons of wheat in gunny bag, each of 20 kg. That is the full description of the cargo. So this will be depending upon the cargo, type of cargo, quantity, distance between the load port and discharge port, load rate, discharge rate. Load rate is again important because ship owner will calculate how many days ship will take at load port. Similarly, discharge rate, how many days ship will take at discharge port. Voyage period, he knows, ship owner knows how many days I will take at sea. For example, let us say ship is going from port A to port B. It is taking, let us say, 10 days for voyage. Now 50,000 tons of cargo at load port, cargo owner says, I will assure you 10,000 tons per day. So 50,000 divided by 10,000, he gets 5 days. At discharge port also, cargo owner says, I will give you discharge rate of 10,000 tons per day. So 50,000 divided by 10,000, 5 days discharging time even at the discharge port. So 5 days at load port, 10 days voyage period, 5 days discharge port, total becomes 20 days. So ship owner has calculated the voyage cost on the basis of 20 days. But if ship has taken 25 days due to the slow loading or slow discharge on account of cargo owner, then here the ship owner will levy a charges, we call it penal charges, demurrage to the cargo owner. This can be decided somewhere, let us say $20,000 per day. So ship delays by 5 days, $20,000 into 5, $1 lakh extra the cargo owner has to pay. So $5 lakh was the initial freight plus $1 lakh is the demurrage. So he has to pay $6 lakh. Similarly, if the ship is released before the scheduled time, let us say discharge and loading was very fast, more than 10,000 tons per day. So instead of taking 20 days, ship has taken only 15 days. So ship is saving 5 days time. So this benefit can be passed by the ship owner to the cargo owner. But how much he will pass it? We call it, this amount we call it dispatch money. So dispatch money is on account of ship being given to the ship owner prior to the agreed period. And generally this is 50% of demurrage amount. So if demurrage is mentioned at the rate of what we say $20,000 per day, dispatch will be at the rate of $1,000 per day. So that is the rate they decide, demurrage and dispatch, if the ship is delayed or it is freed earlier. So coming to the second type of chartering, this is trip chartering. Trip chartering means ship is leaving from one port, going to the second port, and from second port loading the cargo of the same cargo owner and coming back to the first port. So this is one trip. You start from point A, go to point B and come back to the point A. Here at port B, that is the second port where the ship has discharged first time, the cargo will be made available by the same cargo owner. It means ship has got, it is a confirmed cargo. Ship has got a guarantee that this will carry so many tons of cargo one way and return with so many tons of cargo in return way. So since the cargo is guaranteed for both way, the rate, that is rate for the freight, will be on the lower side. Freight will be charged on the lower side by the ship owner. Third type of chartering is consecutive voyage. Consecutive voyage means the ship owner and cargo owner will agree at a time in one contract that there will be requirement of more than one voyage. So one voyage is done, ship is freed, after some time second voyage is taken, after some time maybe third voyage is taken. Each voyage chartering will be treated like a voyage chartering. They are watertight compartment. We cannot mix up one from the other one. Okay, demurrage of one cannot be adjusted against the dispatch of the second one. So what is the advantage here? Advantage here that we save the administrative cost. Ship owner knows that my ship is available and cargo owner knows I have got so many of cargo in the coming month, so they can enter together in the charter party agreement and fix the vessel for subsequent voyage after completing the first voyage. Everything will be similar to the voyage chartering. Fourth is time chartering. In time chartering, ship is given by the ship owner to the cargo owner for a fixed period of time. Let us say for a period of 6 months. During this 6 months, cargo owner is at liberty. He can load any cargo and take the vessel to any place. Since the ship owner does not know which cargo loaded, where it is loaded, where it is discharged, what is the load and discharge rate, so in this case, voyage cost will be on account of cargo owner. However, the running cost, operating cost will remain on account of ship owner. The charges payable by the cargo owner to the ship owner will be known as charter hire charges. In case of voyage chartering, the charges payable is known as freight, but in case of time charter, it is known as hire charges. So ship hire charges could be, let us say, $25,000 per day. So this is the difference between the voyage charter and the time charter. In case of time charter, the cargo owner is at liberty to hand over the vessel to third party, that is the subletting is permitted, because he may not have the cargo for entire 6 months. So he cannot afford to pay the charter hire to the ship owner without having a business. So he has got a freedom as per the law that he can hand over the vessel to third party for particular voyage. We call it subletting. Ship can be subletted by the cargo owner to another cargo owner. Fifth one is known as, that is the charter type of chartering we are talking about. First we said voyage charter, second trip charter, third consecutive voyage charter, and fourth we said time charter. Then comes fifth one, we call it bareboat charter. Bareboat charter. Under this, the naked ship is acquired by the ship owner and handed over to the operator, ship operator. We don't call cargo owner because cargo owner needs vessel only for particular voyage 1, 2, 3. So here it is handed over to the ship operator. Ship operators are working like a ship owner. They do not, but they may not own the vessel. So the vessel owner here is the purely investor. He has got money, he has invested it, made the vessel, built a vessel and handed over to the person who can manage it. So it is given to the ship operator. Now here the period of chartering is very, very long. This can run to 20 years, 30 years, complete life of the vessel. Even most of the container vessels are taken on bareboat chartering basis by the shipping line from the ship owner. They take the vessel in their own name and operate as a owner of the vessel. Now, since in this case nothing is provided by the ship owner, all the costs will be on account of ship operator. Running costs, operating costs, voyage costs, addendum costs, all the costs will remain on account of operator, that is ship operator. Okay. The owner side, the only investment, that is the investment to buy the ship, to build a ship. That is the part of the ship owner. Otherwise, remaining costs will be always borne by the ship operator. Ship operator has got a freedom to use it for himself, or he can give it to somebody else on charter basis. Sixth one is contract of affreightment. This is different chartering than what you have seen under first 5 types. Contract of affreightment you can understand in this way. I will just give an example. Let us say there is cement manufacturing company in Gujarat at Pipavav port. It has to deliver the cement to its customer, that is in, let us say, Calcutta. So Calcutta, there are a lot of buyers, lot of customers who need the cement from this company over a period of time. But cement cannot be supplied to the customer immediately. Customer may not be the end consumer, customer may be the supplier also, distributor also. So cement company generally they supply to the distributor, not to the end customer. So the suppliers in Kolkata, they need the cement from this company, from Pipavav, on regular basis. Let us say their consumption is roughly about, say, some 3-4 supplier, they have got the consumption of 10,000 tons per month. They cannot stock more cement because they will not have so much of space. Cement will get damaged also. They may not like to invest so much of money. So they will say, I need only 10,000 tons per month. Now, job of the cement manufacturing company is to see that, let us say there are 3 suppliers, 30,000 tons of cement in Calcutta. So here the job of manufacturing company is to ensure that 30,000 tons of cement reaches to Calcutta every month. It is a regular feature. So you cannot afford to get one ship and one ship like this throughout the month, throughout the year. So what he will do, he will try to find a ship owner who can provide a vessel to this cement manufacturing company for a period of 1 year, every month one vessel, which can carry 30,000 tons of cement in the back farm from Pipavav port to Calcutta port. This is known as contract of affreightment. You are freighting the cargo over a period of time with almost fixed quantity in every voyage. In this contract, the ship owner has got a freedom to replace the vessel. He is not bound to provide the same vessel every time because same vessel may not be available. The cement company owner says, I need every vessel in the month of January, February, March up to December, somewhere between 1st to 15th of every month. Now, ship owner cannot wait for him to place the order for the actual date. So what he will say? He will say, I will provide you the vessel which can meet your requirement. So meeting the requirement means should be able to load 30,000 tons of cement, should be able to load in breakable cargo, that is in bags, should have so much of draft. Let us say draft at Pipavav is limited, draft at, let us say, Kolkata is also limited below 10 meter. Okay, so speed will be so much from this to this. So these are the condition under which condition the cargo owner and ship owner will agree for vessels over a period of time which can take the shipment from port of Pipavav to Kolkata port every month, once in a month. This is known as contract of affreightment. This is the only contract in which vessel can be replaced by a similar vessel. Okay. Other 5 types of chartering, vessel cannot be replaced. This remains always same. That is all about the chartering. I request those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it so that you can get the upcoming video in time. With this, I finish today's session. Till you meet next, bye bye to everybody.